Getting everything ready for a Thursday night of basketball on West End in the Music City. We are at Memorial Gym, the historic home of the Vanderbilt Commodores, Vanderbilt and South Carolina. The Gamecocks ranked number 5 for Coach Don Staley, 8-1 overall, 3-0 in SEC play. Vanderbilt at 4-2, 0-1 off a first conference game back on Sunday. Kevin Ingram with former Commodore Jessica Holman. Glad to have you with us. And Jesse, look at these two teams. South Carolina on a 5-game win streak. Won a tough one at Kentucky. Played a very nice second half on Sunday, 75-70. For Vanderbilt, lost against Alabama, 80-56. First game since December 20th. Hoping to get back on a more positive track tonight.
Definitely. It's always tough to bounce back after you've had such a stretch of a break like the Vanderbilt Commodores did. And they have a tough one against a powerhouse like South Carolina tonight. But I'm sure they're happy to be back at home.
No doubt about it. South Carolina, of course, a national power, including the All-American Aaliyah Boston, the SEC Player of the Week. 20 points, 12 boards against Kentucky. Had a big second half.
Vanderbilt will have their hands full with Boston. She is an all-around post player. She's showing that she can score from the right side or the left side, and she's also confident to shoot that jump shot and then follows it and gets the rebound and puts it in.
10 rebounds per game, leader in the SEC. Chelsea Hall went over 1,000 points in the game on Sunday. She scored in double figures all 6 games. Vanderbilt really needs that scoring punch.
She's looking really confident. This is her senior year. She's playing well. It was great to see her finally get over that 1,000-point mark as well.
Took a little longer than she might have liked. There you go, 1,007 points in 90 games and over 300 assists. She is top 5 in the SEC in field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and assists per game. Vanderbilt's Chelsea Hall. So ready to get things started. This 40th meeting between Vanderbilt and South Carolina. Gamecocks, one of the excellent programs in the country under Don Staley. Vanderbilt trying to get things rolling under Stephanie White. Gamecocks will have the first possession of the night. They are very fast. Inside it's Henderson. Close range. The rebound. Boston. Right on cue has that first bucket of the night. She is tough to deal with.
Yeah, she made us look good right there, Kevin.
The Vanderbilt starting group includes Briley Bartram, 38% from 3, 15 points against Alabama. Coy Love, preseason All-SEC, averaging 19 points and 9 rebounds, but only 4-4 on Sunday. They will certainly need a big night out of her tonight. Goes beneath the goal against Boston. Reverse layup wouldn't go, and Boston gets the rebound. Destiny Henderson, second in the SEC in assists per game at 5.1. Beneath the goal, there's Victoria Saxon for her first 2. Zaya Cook, 17 points per game, top 10 in the SEC. She was all freshman in 2020. So the first 4 go to South Carolina. First Boston and then Saxon on that last trip. Pahadzic up off the window, scoops it in.
You see South Carolina's running her off that 3-point line, and Pahadzic showing that she can do it at the rim as well. Jumper
on the other end, up and good, a long 2 for Bree Beal. Sophomore from Rock Island, Illinois, averaging 6 and 4. So we settle in here. We've played just over a minute. Carolina already with 4 points. Briley Bartram has really given this team a lift from 3-point land. She shot it great over the course of the season. There goes Love. High off the glass, wouldn't go. Battle on for the rebound. There's Boston.
And this is where Vanderbilt is going to have to be good, is in transition defense. You see right there.
Boy, Henderson just with a blow-by.
She just, with a change of speed, a little look-off, and just explodes to the basket.
Bartram went for the back tip. It was too late. 2 minutes played. 8-2 the advantage for Carolina. Goes Pahadzic down the middle, up off the glass. She has both of Vanderbilt's buckets so far. But in watching South Carolina's game against Kentucky, they really cover ground quickly.
They push the ball every single time off of makes and misses. They want to get the ball up the court quickly.
That's one thing Don Staley said. We need to get the tempo going. There's Zaya Cook. All 5 starters have now scored for Carolina, 10-4. Very balanced team. 19-game win streak in SEC play after they ran the table last year, and they've won their first 3 this season. Lead here by 6 in the early minutes. Love with a nice fake. Couldn't get the finish, though. Made a nice move.
Yeah, she's missed a few of those bunnies that she want back.
They're trying to feed it inside to Saxton. Game first foul will be on the Commodores' Coy Love. Well, the coaches for these two teams, Don Staley, one of the great coaches in the country. Coach of the Year last year nationally for the second time. 4-time SEC Coach of the Year. 13-2 against Vanderbilt over her time at Carolina, including the last 12. She is a legendary figure in basketball, the Hall of Famer.
Hey, she did it both as a player and now as a coach.
Amazing career in both college and professionally. Boy, Boston swept across, couldn't finish on the cleanup. There's Victoria Saxton for 2 more.
Basket by Victoria Saxton.
Already an 8-point lead for Carolina as we played just over 3 minutes here in Nashville. Drop off, and that will be a travel. Vanderbilt's Yabrion Chambers. There's Stephanie White. Her 5th season. Couple years as head coach in the WNBA with the Indiana Fever. Of course, National Player of the Year at Purdue and led the Boilers to the '99 NCAA Championship. Another one who's a great player, both college and pro. Nice delivery down to the baseline, and Saxton's having a big opening quarter.
Yeah, she's really active right now.
10-point lead for Carolina. Vanderbilt's been able to manage a couple buckets from Anna Pajic. Turning the corner on a drive. That was Chelsea Hall. Contested as she got there by Boston. And another drive and dish and bucket for Bree Beal, and Vanderbilt will call timeout. South Carolina jumping in front, 16-4. 5th-ranked team in the country, looking good so far here in Nashville. Opening quarter in the Music City, under 6 to play. Coming right back. In transition, Destiny Henderson. Early lead for South Carolina, 17-4. They went back and checked a basket from earlier in the quarter and deemed that it was a 3, so 13-point advantage for Carolina. There's tonight's officiating crew. Laura Morris having a word with the replay group. 40th meeting between these two programs. Vanderbilt holds the overall lead, but it's been all Carolina for the last dozen years. And look at those 2 meetings last year. Before that 12-game winning streak, Vanderbilt had won 9 out of 10, so it's been a series of runs, but as Carolina has become a national power, they've kind of taken control.
Yeah, they definitely have. They're one of those programs that, like you said, struggled for a while, and then, you know, Coach Staley took over, and they've been doing great ever since.
There's Carolina bench. Coach Staley talking about that Kentucky win, said she had a few choice words for their players at halftime. Thought they were lethargic in the first half and weren't really in sync, didn't defend well, made ill-advised turnovers, and found a way to win. Bringing some pressure here out of the timeout, leading by 13. Beal got that 3-pointer. A jumper she took from the left side earlier. Chambers with a handoff for Love. Trying to go to work against Boston. 2 good ones right there. Boston got the better of it with a block. On the drive the other way, talk about stopping the ball. Beal goes out of play, and Carolina will have 20 to shoot.
And this right here is a set play for Coy Love to go against a post player, but she has to know that Boston is going to block that shot. She has to step through, kick, do something. Great defensive play by Boston there.
Boston came in with 20 blocks in the season. Inside, another bucket. Beal off to a good start with 7. 10-0 run for Carolina and 15-2 over 3.5 minutes. Commodores just need any form of offense. They paid a lot of attention to Coy Love, averaging 19 per game. Underneath, Pajic had it blocked on her, and there's Boston again, just at the backside of that defense.
Yeah, she's holding the paint down.
Turnover. See if Vanderbilt can do something with it. Hall going to go ahead and take it. Challenged Boston, rolls off no good. Pajic got the offensive rebound but threw it away. Emily Bowman is in for Vandy. Pull-up jumper on the other end. Pops out no good, taken by Beal. Love cross court for Barcham. Corner look, Pajic, good shooter, hits the 3.
And that's what Vanderbilt needs to look for, those driving kicks. Right now, Boston is pretty much holding down the paint.
Yes, she is.
You might want to kick it to the shooters on the outside.
Bahajic 34%. High to low here. The pass from Boston goes down low. Foul. Late whistle as Saxton took it up. We'll get to the stripe. Foul will go on Emily Bowman. There's Bahajic. We have seen what kind of shooter she is.
Yeah, and Vanderbilt just does a great job here, just getting the ball up the court quick, running the floor, and, you know, Bahajic can finish it.
She's now hit a 3 in every single game. Free throw up and good here. More free throw on the way for the junior from Rome, Georgia. 1 out of 2. Rebound to Love. 53% on the season from the stripe. 4 minutes to play, first quarter. All circles around. It was tipped and intercepted. Saxton, layup, got it. Took it coast to coast after getting the steal. She has 9 of Carolina's 22. Bahajic looks for Love. Coy now going to take the elbow jumper and cash it in. First player other than Anna to score.
And if Coy can consistently hit that shot for Vanderbilt, that's going to be big.
Boy, way too easy for Carolina. Henderson with a drive and dish. 5 assists per game for Henderson.
You see how quickly they push the ball up the court on a made basket.
You look down to mark down the points, and they're already at the other end.
Yep, putting the ball in.
Well, this is a tough one for Vanderbilt to try to find its way. You come out and play the 5th-ranked team in the country. Chelsea Hall floats and misses, going to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, after such a break, you just kind of have to get your legs back under you. You have to get your wind back. Right here, Chelsea Hall still showing she's got the crossover going. Draws the foul.
So Destiny Henderson gets the first foul of the night for Carolina. Vanderbilt brings in Chambers back into the lineup, and also Kendall Golden for the first time, the sophomore from Atlanta. Vanderbilt very short on numbers with only 8 players available. All for 2 free throws. She has been awesome at the stripe this season. Makes her 18 of 20. Right at the top of the SEC in that department. 2 for 2. 3 minutes to play. Carolina leading by 13 in this first quarter. Vanderbilt showing zone. South Carolina brought in a couple subs, including Letitia Ami here. Couldn't connect. See if Vanderbilt tries to push it. Love lost the handle. A 1-on-2, and Destiny Henderson does the rest. Driving a score, and we'll get to the stripe with a chance at 3. Foul on Golden, her first, team's 3rd.
Right here, Coy Love just loses the handle, and Destiny Henderson turns on the Jets and just quickly gets up to the court and finishes the and 1.
Henderson, 77% on the season. Junior from Fort Myers finishes off the 3-point play. Carolina also brought in Lily Grissett, the senior from Durham, North Carolina, and Anaya Russell, freshman from Baltimore. Golden arrives in the paint, turned around, got the bounce.
Good finish by Golden. She was able to stay on balance and stay poised and finish with a nice shot.
See her, that big brace on her left leg. An injury caused her to miss the first handful of games. Has been back for 3 games now. Dumped down inside. Good interior passing. Grissett couldn't finish. Taken away by Bahajic.
Vanderbilt is looking pretty solid in the zone right now.
Chambers across the hall. Trying to get the step on Henderson. Shot blocker from the weak side arrives. That was Ami here. Vanderbilt will have 17 to shoot.
This is a big time weak side block by Ami here. She catches that on the way up. That was nice.
Kind of slid over from the other side of the paint.
Yep.
Was there when Chelsea Hall arrived.
Yep. She baited her into that one.
Yep. Yeah, Boston getting some rest here, but Carolina still very capable defensively. Bartram turns into a three, missed everything. Toward the end of the shot clock, goes back over to South Carolina with a minute and a half to go. She's an excellent shooter, but a little off balance that time.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
This 2-3 has slowed them down a little bit. Step on the baseline. Russell up off the glass, too strong. Rebound to Grissett. And offensive foul is the call. Grissett called for the personal. Carolina's second.
Let's see what happened on this play.
Yeah, she gave Chambers a little bump there. Not a whole lot of contact. Got a minute to play here in this first quarter. And controlled by South Carolina. Love on a drive got the whistle. Ami here will get the foul, and we'll see Coy go to the stripe.
You can see what Vanderbilt's trying to do today is really give Coy Love the ball in that high post elbow area where she's able to get a downhill drive. She's so good at getting her body into people, being able to finish with contact, just giving her an opportunity to play into her strengths.
Foul shot bounces no good. And just playing against those long defenders, you saw her switch hands there when she got to the baseline. Under a minute to go in the first. Love short on both those free throws. Overall, having a really nice season despite the stoppages at times. Three-pointer pops out for Russell. Vanderbilt down 14 in the final minute of the quarter. Love trying to find Chambers out of bounds. Half dozen turnovers for Vanderbilt. Differential here, about 13 seconds. South Carolina gets it done. That points in the paint department, but from deep here, it's Bree Beal for a second three. South Carolina leading in points in the paint 22-8 after putting up 56 in the paint back on Sunday. But that three gives them a 17-point advantage. Commodores can hold for the last shot. Hall against Henderson. Chambers. Jumper short by Golden. They ran their stuff pretty well, but couldn't knock down the shot.
Yeah, that's a shot that Kendall Golden can definitely hit. Just got to get some legs into it.
Didn't miss by much in that last heave at the buzzer. Will take us to a break. Nice opening quarter for South Carolina, shooting almost 62% on 13 of 21. Hit a couple threes. They were just as advertised. Very impressive.
Hey, they were. They pushed the ball. They run in transition. They look good to start out.
South Carolina 30, Vanderbilt 13. We'll see if the Commodores get things going after the break. Second quarter coming up from the Music City. The Hall of Famer Don Staley coaching them up at the quarter break. South Carolina ranked number 5 and looking like it so far here in Nashville, leading Vanderbilt 30-13. One of a handful of unbeatens in SEC play, South Carolina is. You see our score, and Georgia and Tennessee close over in Knoxville in the final seconds. LSU leading against Texas A&M by 8. That game in the third quarter down in Baton Rouge. This conference tough as always, isn't it?
Always. I heard someone say they're projecting about 8 teams to get into the NCAA tournament this year.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yep.
Year in and year out. Tough neighborhood. Yabrion Chambers asks for some help. Bartram comes over. I think that was going to be a pass. It was deflected over into the tarp. Riley Bartram hit 5 threes on 14 attempts in her Vanderbilt SEC debut against Alabama back on Sunday. One thing I've noticed in here this year, when the ball goes out of play, it sometimes takes a minute to get it back, or you have to bring in a replacement basketball.
It's gone.
Yeah, to the wall and gone.
It's gone. Yep. You can't even see it anymore.
No, it fell over by the tarp over where it says conquer and prevail. And Laura Morris went over and got another basketball from the scorer's table. See if this one works better for Vanderbilt. Oh, a nice drive and dish. Chambers came up short on the finish. The rebound to Ami here. Pull-up jumper. It's Cook. Stays in there.
Vanderbilt did a better job stopping the ball there, but Zia Cook, she's so good in the mid-range. She just elevated and finished.
Her first non-double figure game against Kentucky was 7 points.
Chelsea Hall with the missed layup there.
Cook averaging 17 per game, trying to get some more. We'll get to the free throw line. Whistle and a foul against Pahacic, her first and the team's first of the quarter. Well, they just push it.
Yep.
Pahacic today, I kind of turned the other way, and she initiated the contact, but Cook will be at the stripe for 2 here. Short on the first one. She leads the team in both attempts and makes. 29 now of 39 after that miss. And the second foul shot is up and good to give her 5 first half points. She had a big third quarter when these two teams met here last year. Foul here on Carolina will be the first of the quarter. We'll go against Anaya Russell.
Pahacic has done a fairly good job of handling the pressure, and as I say that, she was losing the ball, but she's done a fairly good job of handling the pressure tonight and being able to get to the rack.
Minute into the second quarter, and Carolina already opening up a 20-point lead. Going to free up Bartram. Stepped out of bounds, it looked like, and go back over to Carolina. Vanderbilt brings back Coy Love. A short breather as Kendall Golden goes off.
Yep.
Right shoe. Cook feeds it inside to Boston. We saw her in the early minutes affecting the game on both ends. 3 off target by Russell. Saved, though, on a nice hustle play by Lily Grissett. Didn't get the payoff, and Love gets the rebound. Had a handful of double-doubles so far. The long 2. Rims out. Ami here went in to get the miss. Here comes that transition game, tipped before Russell could get to it. Carolina will have 25 to shoot.
It's good hands right there by Chelsea Hall, because if not, it would have been another layup.
Boston just up above everybody.
Vanderbilt knew where it was going. They just couldn't do anything about it.
Gives you some nice options on inbounds plays. Just throw it up and let her go get it.
Yep, all else spells. You always have her.
The low post, they doubled. Pull-up jumper by Cook. Stays in. That's a long one off the window.
It is. I'm telling you, her mid-range game is nice.
Well, driving in, Pahacic had it blocked out of bounds with 23 on the shot clock. Zia Cook back on the other end.
This is just a tough finish. She just gets to her spots, elevate off the glass.
Shot clock reaches 10. They have the ball in the hands of Love. Going to take the jumper. Chambers, quick on the putback attempt, is tipped out of bounds. Will stay at Vanderbilt. I know you want to stay away from the shot blockers, but maybe a little bit too fast right there trying to get the stick back.
Yeah, and those are the buckets that they definitely need from Chambers. Her athleticism gives them an opportunity to get more offensive rebounds for her, but she has to put those in.
Destiny Littleton makes her first appearance for South Carolina, the junior from San Diego. Shot clock in single figures. There goes Pahacic. Everything is challenged when you get inside. Here comes Carolina the other way. Euro step. Bucket wouldn't go for Cook. Another trip to the free throw line with Chelsea Hall picking up her first of the night.
Fouls on the Commodores, number 2, Chelsea Hall, her first, team second.
Zia Cook once again in transition. Just a high pickup over Chambers. Gets the contact, almost the N1.
So 2 shots for Cook. Mentioned last year in meeting against Vanderbilt, scored 10 of her game-high 17 in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. 2 free throw makes for the sophomore from Toledo. Big first half lead for South Carolina. Boy, you have any sort of mix-up on the exchange. Turns into a turnover. It's a 3-on-3. Ami here on the drive, got the whistle. And I think that's going to be second foul on Coy Love. Third for Vanderbilt in the quarter. Meir has 5 double-figure games, scored 10 at Kentucky on Sunday. That was her best in SEC play. Her first attempt of the night, no good from the stripe. One more coming up for the sophomore out of Mississauga, Ontario. Nothing good. She was the first Canadian woman to dunk in a game at age 15.
15? Wow.
Could you throw down when you were 15?
Almost, Kevin.
Almost?
Almost, you know. I could touch the rim.
Yeah?
In high school. Yeah, in college too.
6.5 in the first half. Chelsea Hall joined that 1,000-point club back on Sunday. Bajic along the lane line. Foul here will go on Destiny Littleton, her first, team second. See Bajic going to get free throws or out of bounds? Nope.
Bajic does a good job getting into the body right there. Yeah, that was on the ground.
Non-shooting foul gives Vanderbilt a fresh 20. Hall kicks it to the wing. There goes Chambers. That shot attempt might have been deflected. Boston comfortable handling the basketball. Layup attempt for Grissett wouldn't go, and on the rebound, a foul. That one will be called on Grissett, her second. Third for Carolina in the quarter. It has been a long drought for Vanderbilt, about 6.5 minutes since they put anything on the scoreboard here. Bella LaChance makes her first appearance, the freshman from Davie, Florida. Boy, wide pass from Bartram intended for Bajic goes out of play. Vanderbilt's turned it over 9 times in this first half, and Carolina scored 13 points off turnovers.
Vanderbilt back in the man-to-man.
They station Boston at the free throw stripe, intercepted on the high-low. Bartram. Back-to-back turnovers for Vanderbilt, trying to hook up with Golden. This will be a charge. So Bella LaChance stationed herself right in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, she did a great job there. We've been talking about tonight the importance of stopping the ball. And when you're one-on-one, and you have somebody like Zia Cook, you just have to make a guess. Bella LaChance did it. Like, I'm just go with her right hand, get set, and she takes that charge.
Almost like being a goalkeeper in soccer. You just kind of try to pick your spot and then
go for
with
it. Go all out.
Yep. If it works, you look great.
Yep. If not so great, but hey.
Tipped out of bounds. Cook got a piece of it. 15 on the shot clock for Vanderbilt, about the midpoint here in the second. Gamecocks have outscored them 8-0 in this quarter. LaChance to Bartram on the move, shooting that three, wouldn't go. Chambers trying to get to the rebound, and Saxton over there contesting as well. Out of play. Lead us to the timeout. Under 5, first half. Carolina 38, Vanderbilt 13 in the Music City. Vanderbilt looking for its first points of quarter number 2, trailing South Carolina 38-13 at the under 5 timeout here in the second. Kevin Ingram, Jessica Holman at Memorial. Great balance for South Carolina, including Saxton and Beal combining for 21 points. 9 out of 10 combined from the field. But they had all 5 starters in the scorebook pretty quickly in this game.
They did. As we talked about before, South Carolina is a very balanced scoring team, and Saxton and Beal have both been very active, whether it's getting their hands on balls and getting rebounds and putbacks. They play very well.
Cook has 9, Boston with 2 points and a half dozen rebounds, and blocking everything in sight. Inside, and that'll be a travel call to Aaliyah Boston, the SEC Player of the Week.
Kendall Golden has looked good on the inside defensively so far. She's matching up very well. Yeah, good solid defense. Once she gets back in shape and back in the flow of the game, she'll be a great addition to this team.
Yeah, it has to be kind of tough for her. Came back, played a couple games before the stoppage for COVID, and still trying to find her way here. Hall along the baseline, threw it away, went to Boston. 2-on-2, Henderson scoops, falls off no good. There's Kendall Golden for the rebound.
Yeah, I remember last season, she was one of those forces inside as a shot blocker.
Well, she slipped the screen there. They tried to get it to her. Pass was wide. Carolina trying to turn it into points on the other end. Littleton will get to the stripe. Foul will go on LaChance, her first, team's 4th of the quarter.
Good steal right there by Boston with the tip. LaChance tries to get another charge right here, but she wasn't set, nor was she square.
Littleton, 8 of 10 on the season from the stripe. One of a number of players on this South Carolina roster with experience with USA basketball. She played in a couple of FIBA events. Sat out last season as a transfer from Texas after having procedures on both of her ankles. 2 for 2 here from the stripe. We just got to get something to go in here and put something on the board here in the second.
Yeah, Vanderbilt has had a few shots that should have gone in very close to the rim.
LaChance turned away. Shot clock reaches 7. Chambers to a cutter. Knocked out of play. Commodores will have 2 as LaChance tried to score at close range. Well, that's a tough spot to be.
Hey, you don't have much of a choice right there.
Goes into Love. Shot fake to run out of time. Thought that deep in the shot clock might go ahead and take the 3.
Yeah, you got to let it ride.
Stephanie White, some words for her freshman guard as she comes off. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the second. Vanderbilt using that zone. They've been able to slow down Carolina a bit. They get inside, close range, falls off for Russell. Rebound to Chelsea Hall. Go ahead and take it. Jump ball is the call. Possession arrow points in South Carolina's favor.
It's a pretty good defensive play right there by Russell. It looked like Chelsea Hall was going to get a layup. Gets her hand on the ball. The tie up.
Got her hand between the ball and the jersey. Got the strip. Called a tie up. 3 ball. On target. That was Littleton. It's only her second make on 10 attempts this season from behind the arc. Tough opening half for Vanderbilt. Pahajic scored a couple early baskets. Commodores have gone 10 minutes without scoring. I think South Carolina got a timeout called. A 30-second TO here with just over 2 minutes to play.
A 30-second timeout.
Right here, just another block. It's a nice block right there by me here.
Batisha came in with 10 blocks on the season. Well, they have 7 different players have scored. They have 2 in double figures. We talked about Saxton and Beal. 11 for Victoria, and Bree has 10. Coach Don Staley trying to move into 4th place in SEC regular season wins with a victory tonight. We'll give her 142. Move past Van Chancellor with 141. Littleton hit that 3 last time down. Ami here. They look inside, deflected out of play. Chambers keeps it away from Saxton. 7 on the shot clock. One more to the corner. Littleton had it blocked. Good possession of defense for Vanderbilt. Can they turn it into points? Hall floats. Couldn't get the bounce. Vanderbilt still empty in this quarter. There's Henderson. They'd Euro step. Got in there close. Drive and a score in transition. Carolina's outscored them 15-0 here in the second.
Let's see where Vanderbilt goes for a bucket here.
Coy Love, always a good option. Had it swatted. Saxton. All the way in for a score. Anaya Russell.
And she may have gotten fouled as well.
That makes 8 different players for Carolina to score in this first half.
I think Vanderbilt should try some pump fakes. I think that might help them when they get to the lane.
Give herself a chance.
Yep.
Up top, Bartram. Coy Love going to try a 3 from the wing. Pops out, no good.
It's a lid on the bucket
Man,
right now for the Commodores.
No question about it. Vanderbilt is 0 for 14 in the second quarter, 0 for 2 from 3. South Carolina 56% on the night, 3 out of 6 from behind the arc. Launch, shot no good, taken by Henderson. Hall now leaves it to the wing. Bartram, can she end the drought? No good. About as good of an option as Vanderbilt's going to have from 3. Henderson another drive. This time it got to Saxton for 2.
Henderson showing a little hang time there with the pass.
See if Vanderbilt can get something on the board before the halftime buzzer. Hall now with 7. Time to go to work. Uses a screen and drives. Rolls off no good. Deflected out of play with 7/10 of a second, and Carolina can run out the clock. Boy, that's about as tough of a second quarter as you're going to see. Carolina outscored them 19-0 to lead 49-13 at the break.
South Carolina did it with their defense. They were getting lots of block shots, stops, and we know they're going to push the ball and score in transition. Kevin, they were as advertised.
They were. Vanderbilt did a better job, but they went to the zone and slowed them down a little bit.
They did. They looked very good in the zone, but they struggled getting back when they fell into that 2-3, and that's when South Carolina really ran the score in transition.
Getting it done in the paint, especially to the tune of 32-8. Fast break points 26-3. South Carolina 49, Vanderbilt 13. Halftime coming up from Nashville. Fifth-ranked South Carolina leading big here in Nashville against Vanderbilt 49-13 after outscoring the Commodores 19-0 in the second quarter. Kevin Ingram, Jessica Holman, Doug Stanton, our whole SEC Network crew. Get a look at our first half highlights. A whole lot of them are going to be for the team in garnet and black. South Carolina was very, very impressive in the opening 20 minutes.
They definitely were. Right there, you see they started the game with a kick up, and they didn't stop from there.
Victoria Saxon, see Destiny Henderson really pushing the pace. Anna Pajic, a couple early baskets, but then South Carolina just really took control of the game. See Bree Beal, two of the double-figure scorers for South Carolina in that first half. Vanderbilt's Coy Love, preseason all-conference performer, only 2 points in the first half on a 19-point average. Carolina knocking down a couple threes. They shot 56% in the opening half. Vanderbilt went 0 for 16 in the second quarter, and there you go, those field goal percentages. 8 of 11 from the stripe, rebounding advantage, and half dozen blocks for South Carolina in the first half. We saw Aaliyah Boston get about half of those. I think she had 3.
Oh, yeah. That was probably the biggest deterrent for the Vanderbilt Commodores, and really a reason they were shooting 17%, because once you get your shot blocked 6 times, now you're trying to avoid the shot blockers and taking layups at angles that you're not used to, and so here we are.
Yeah, it's not always that they get the blocks, it's just they affect the shot every single time.
Yes, both Boston and Ami here were just tossing those shots, and Vanderbilt struggled.
South Carolina has won 5 straight coming in off a close one at Kentucky on Sunday. They really played well in the second half, outscoring them by 14 after trailing by 9 at halftime. In that game, Boston and Henderson combined for 42 points and 20 rebounds. They really get things done in the paint. 30-8 in the paint, 26-3 in fast break points, and 18-0 in points off turnovers. See if Vanderbilt can get things going after a long stretch without a bucket. It was about the 2.5-minute mark in the first quarter last time they scored. Hall trying to send it into Love. Chelsea gets it back. Joined the 1,000-point club back on Sunday against Alabama. Bounce feet inside, and nice delivery to Yabrion Chambers. Hall gets the assist.
I love to see that from Chambers, putting it in off the dish from Hall.
Chambers from Murfreesboro, just down the road, averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds. We saw Vanderbilt play 2-3 zone, at least slowed them down a bit.
It did.
Cook with the kick out. Henderson with the skip. Cook takes it baseline, threw it off the backboard. There's Boston to get it with 5 to shoot. Short jumper, got the roll.
Vanderbilt has to get that rebound. There's no way that Boston comes from as far as she did to get that ball.
Minute played, quarter 3. A South Carolina team that went unbeaten in the SEC last year, and so far doing the same this season. Drought of almost 13 minutes ended with that bucket by Yabrion Chambers. From the foul stripe, there's Boston.
Showing that she can shoot it too.
Coach Don Staley saying just makes it impact. Rebounding, helping control things in the huddle as well. Kick out by Hall. Pahajic in the lane, couldn't get it to fall. Loose ball goes to Henderson. Pushes it ahead. Near travel there by Beal. And this will be a foul on Pahajic. Will be her second. First of the half for either team. Inbounds play, kind of caught him napping and got the score. Bree Beal has scored a dozen. Down low. Love with a nice fake. Got around her defender. Boston was kind of sneaking down there thinking a block, and Coy, I should say, couldn't finish.
Yeah, right there. Vanderbilt just wasn't paying attention, wasn't set on defense. South Carolina's already scoring easily. You can't give them easy buckets like that.
Yeah, that's too easy on an inbounds play. Just snuck right down the lane line, got the bucket. Chambers picks up her first foul of the night, second for Vanderbilt in the quarter. Beal, the sophomore, Rock Island, Illinois. First free throw attempt of the night. Had a season-high 10 rebounds earlier against Alabama. She set a South Carolina record for starts by a freshman with 33 last season. Would have had a whole bunch more than that had there been an NCAA tournament. 2 misses at the stripe. Chambers. Thought she might turn and take a shot. Instead throws it away. Might be time to go to the backup basketball.
Another one.
We got another one out of play.
Yep. On basketball number 3 tonight. Wonder if we'll get through the whole bag.
Yeah, we've got a couple deep here. There's 2 or 3 more left over there near the scores table.
Now, if they refill the bag, they got to count them.
Yeah, they might have done that at halftime. Come back and retrieve the one over by the tarp. Usually you have students over there to help you out a little bit. In low, that was Victoria Saxon having a big night. It gets her 15. Make it tough on you on both ends, but so much pressure on your defense. Chelsea Hall at the drive couldn't get the roll. It was tipped out, and Carolina looking to run again. Right down the middle, Euro step and bucket for Beal. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was a nice move.
Played about 3 minutes in the third. 10-2 for Carolina since the break. Double team on Pahajic. Rescue by Chelsea Hall. Love a shot fake. Another turnover gives it back to Carolina. Bree Beal going the other direction a moment ago.
Yeah, just another transition bucket right here. Nice little cross step, finishes with the left hand, probably a little contact as well. That's nice.
McDonald's All-American, Illinois Miss Basketball, and Gatorade Player of the Year. Knocked down. Right back to Carolina. Inside, another finish. Saxton will get to the line with a chance at a three-point play. Foul goes on Golden, her second.
Right here, good hands by Bartram, but it just seems like every loose ball just bounces to South Carolina tonight.
12-0 run for South Carolina for about 2.5 minutes. Free throw no good. Maybe the only department they've had any sort of struggle tonight is from the stripe. 8 of 14. Now they're starting to trap on the perimeter. Pahajic pull-up jumper, bangs it in off the glass.
Second pull-up that we've seen banked in tonight.
One for each side. 3-ball quickly up and in for Beal.
You cannot rest against South Carolina. It seems like every single time Vanderbilt scores, they push the ball back up the court and score right back.
All on a scoop attempt. Boston was right there. 3-on-3. Get it back for another three-point look. Strong this time for Henderson. Boston came up short on the stick-back attempt. Nearing the midpoint in the third. Hall drives and got it to go. Finally able to finish. Strong drive by Chelsea Hall. First basket of the night. In low, Boston got her own miss, put it back in, and a chance at three.
Chelsea Hall with a nice drive. She just had one that looked like this a little while ago. Was able to finish this one, but has a tough landing. Kind of hits her back right there. Looking at her hand as well.
Gave her hand a little look after falling into the goal stanchion.
She's tough, though.
She is. We've seen that over the years. Here's Boston for one free throw. 16 of 24 on the season before that make.
Checking in for South Carolina, number 15.
Letitia Mehir goes in for Carolina to give Boston a break. In advance of the under 5 timeout coming up. Double team, threw it away. Pahajic right to me here. Turnovers in the points all night long. Shot wouldn't go there for Saxton, but free throws when we come back. Carolina leading big here in Nashville. 4.5 to go in the third. 67-19. South Carolina outscoring Vanderbilt 18-6 in the third and 37-6 over the last 2 quarters to lead big here with 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Well, Don Staley and Stephanie White were teammates back in '99 on the Charlotte Sting. Both pro draft picks, and see their numbers. Both were excellent players in college and at the pro level.
Two tough guards right there.
Yes,
like just
no
hard
doubt.
nosed, as tough as they come.
Coach White played 1 season with Charlotte and 4 with Indiana in the WNBA. Don Staley, just a basketball legend, whether it's playing or coaching, Olympics, all of it. Has it all on the resume, including a national championship with South Carolina. Victoria Saxon at the stripe out of the timeout. Misses on the second attempt. Rebound wrestled away, and you get another attempt. If you're South Carolina, and Vanderbilt shows 2-3 with Emily Bowman in the game in the middle. Inside, close range. Saxton couldn't hit. Coy Love says, I got this one myself. All the way in for a score.
Yeah, you see how excited she was to finally get one in. One of those transition buckets that she's so great at.
Love with a basket in each half. And a tough couple of games to start conference play for Coy. They skip it for a 3 look that wouldn't go, taken by Beal. She's been good from three-point land. Ami here got the roll on the stick back attempt.
Letitia. Amir.
Commodores win a stretch almost 13 minutes without scoring, allowing South Carolina to really take control. In there's Chelsea Hall for 2.
She's starting to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Scoring at the rim, but what I say, every time Vanderbilt scores, South Carolina is guaranteed to push that ball back up the court. Another bucket.
Saxton, 10 of 11. She scored 22. And that gives her a new career high. Her previous best was 19. Lost the handle, another turnover. 17 of them tonight. Carolina scored 23 points off turnovers, trying to make it 26. There's Destiny Henderson for 3. Stephanie White calls time. South Carolina has outscored Vanderbilt in the second half, 25-10. Destiny Henderson, the junior from Fort Myers. 3 ball from the corner to push her into double figures. All Carolina in the Music City. A look at downtown Nashville, Tennessee on a busy Thursday night in the Music City. Hockey getting started over at Bridgestone. We're a couple miles away on West End. Vanderbilt and South Carolina, the 5th-ranked Gamecocks, getting it done for Coach Don Staley, one of the unbeatens in SEC play. One of them has lost. Tennessee falling to Georgia. First time since the 90s that the Bulldogs have gone to Knoxville and won. They get it done by a point. LSU trying to knock off Texas A&M, hand the Aggies their first defeat in conference play. You see all these ranked teams, and we talked about it earlier. It's just tough league year after year, and South Carolina has become the top dog in this conference.
Yeah, they really have.
National championship 2017, when undefeated last year.
Yeah, a lot of their fans feel like they missed an opportunity to get another national championship last season.
They truly might have. They had a great chance.
Yep.
Ami here got the foul, her second. This will be out of bounds to Vanderbilt. Love going to work, got in close and scored. The me here guarding. One thing you like to see is maybe Coy Love find a little rhythm here and get back going again.
Yes, and Vanderbilt needs that from her. They can't go with Coy Love only scoring 2 points. There's no way that their offense runs like that.
Had 4 in the SEC opener back on Sunday, a half dozen tonight. Fake here by Ami here, and got everybody to go airborne, stuck it in. Under 2 to play, third quarter. Love regathers. South Carolina 23 points off Vanderbilt turnovers tonight. Hall strong on the jumper. They get it started again. Here goes Henderson. Trying to take it 1-on-2 and got the whistle. I think Chelsea Hall is going to be called for the personal. She will be, and that is her second. 2 free throws on the way.
Yep, just splits the defense. You reach across their body like that, they're going to call that one.
Don Staley talked after that game on Sunday about the effect that Destiny Henderson has on games, that she just gave them a lift, pushed the tempo. They got easy buckets, put pressure, took the pressure off their half-court offense, and we've seen more of that tonight. Free throw good.
Yeah, she definitely does. She plays at a different pace. She pushes the ball so quickly up the court, but she's such a good decision maker. You see there, she was able to draw the foul. She can score by herself or make a play for her teammates as well.
So that gives her a dozen points. She also has 9 assists tonight, so close to a double-double. It's 5 rebounds, hit a 3. 90 seconds from the quarter break. Coy Love off target on the jumper. Henderson again. Locates Zaya Cook for a 3 ball. Ami here came down with a rebound. She locates Cook. Love this time for Vanderbilt. Floats and hits. Stopped and made a little right-hander.
Great decision.
Final minute of the third. Alyssa Wesselwack is in for the first time for South Carolina. That ball out of play.
This is where Coy Love is so good in transition. And I love this decision right here, just stopping for a short little floater, because you saw Henderson. She was ready to take that charge.
Yeah, she was stationed above the line and ready to try to get the whistle. Over the top. Short for me here. Second time around is good, and a chance at a 3-point play. Foul on Chambers, her second.
Nice pass right there by Cook. And Amir just staying with it. Finishing through the contact.
At 6'4". Knocks in the free throw to finish off a 3-point play. 2 out of 3 from the stripe tonight.
6'4" with some hops, Kevin.
Yep.
She can get up.
Chelsea Hall on a drive. Couldn't finish. Shot clock and game clock close to the same. Ball rolls out of play. Hurry up and get it. And gone.
Set on ball number 4. Ball number 4. They definitely refilled the bag, Kevin.
Yeah, I think they did too. I was watching that. Need a ball return like the bowling alley. We're going to have a stoppage in play here. Don Staley getting an explanation from Carlina Tobin, one of the officials. Quick huddle up for both the teams. 26 seconds in the third. Well, they're looking at Letitia and me here. I'm going to stay in the game. Oh, goodness.
She's like, I'm good. I'm good, coach. I'm good.
Did you see the look on Bree Beal's face? And no, I think you need to go off to the sideline. I think you need to slide on out of here.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for me. You need to go off and get some attention. requires some repair work. So South Carolina, we understand, is now the only unbeaten in SEC play, with LSU finishing off its win over Texas A&M. So both the Aggies and Lady Vols losing tonight. South Carolina on its way to 4-0. Now they're cleaning up the court out between the top of the key and midcourt jump circle.
Kevin, if I can be honest with you, with my Vanderbilt Commodores getting beat like this, at least the Vols went down as well. I'll be honest. That's what I was thinking when I saw that score. Well, you know, makes the day a little bit brighter.
One consolation for you.
Yep.
Well, now we're going to have a look at the monitor to see if there any sort of extra foul that goes with this. It was a long stretch without a game for Vanderbilt. They went from December 20th. We did that game. They played Gardner-Webb all the way till Sunday without a game. They have had 7 games affected by COVID this season. Vanderbilt has. The Samford game got canceled. That was after Gardner-Webb. Then at Florida, Mississippi State, and Missouri all postponed. Well, you see the career highs. Victoria Saxon and Bree Beal both having their best scoring nights here in Nashville. Bree's previous best was 15. And Victoria's previous high was 19. Back to work here with the game and shot clocks about the same. Intercepted. There's Chambers. Chelsea Hall now with 5. It's Chambers down low. Way up attempt wouldn't go, and that will take us to the 4th. Vanderbilt put up 14 in that quarter. South Carolina scored 33. They lead big, 82-27 after 3 periods of basketball. Maybe see Vanderbilt get something done here in the 4th quarter to build a little momentum going into the next game.
They did well in the 3rd, actually being able to put a few buckets in, Kevin.
4th quarter on the way from Nashville, coming back to Memorial after this. South Carolina leading big here in Nashville as we begin the 4th quarter in the Music City. Gamecocks ranked number 5, leading Vanderbilt 82-27. Well, you put up a statue outside Colonial Life Arena. It's hard to keep it a secret. There's Asia Wilson, the Carolina great. That got out there today. Even got a response from LeBron James I saw on Twitter earlier.
Hey, this is well-deserved. Asia Wilson is a GOAT. She was so tough to handle. We saw plenty of games here where she gave the Commodores fit. So I'm excited for her to be able to get that honor.
Number 1 draft pick in the WNBA. The MVP last year, was Rookie of the Year back in 2018. Of course, National Player of the Year, multiple-time All-American, and national champion with South Carolina in 2017. It's all the credentials.
Kevin, I'm just trying to figure out what was the decision that was like, hey, guys, we're going to keep this a secret. Like, did you do it at 3 a.m.? Like, I just want to know what was the planning to go into a whole statue going up and being a secret.
Destiny Littleton with a step-back 3. That's her 2nd in the night, yeah. You know, at least put a tarp over it or something like that. We just think nobody's going to notice. I was throw this statue up here and hope for the best.
I need the backstory.
Foul on Grissett, her 3rd, as Coy Love drove and will get to the free throw stripe.
As for the Gamecocks, number 24, Lily Grissett, her 3rd, team first.
See, if she could have made it like a little Statue of Liberty when we're talking about statues, it would have worked out well. Free throw no good for Love.
Love shooting 2.
This will be her 4th free throw attempt. Trying to connect for the first time. She scored 8 tonight. Tough luck at the foul stripe. She'd been 73% coming in.
Just a tough night all around.
Everybody involved in black and gold. South Carolina, 2nd time in as many seasons pitching a shutout in a quarter as Wesselek gets in and scores her first 2 of the night.
Yeah, their offense is what's going to stand out with the highlights, but their defense, you have to give them credit.
Chelsea Hall, 3 second-half buckets. On the other end, knocked away, intended for Grissett. See those rebounding numbers, 45-21. It's not just that they get the rebound, it's they find the outlet and they're going.
As soon as they even get near the rebound, their guards are sprinting down the court.
Just so fast, led by Destiny Henderson, who can cover a lot of ground in a big hurry. Carolina trying to make it 13 consecutive victories against Vanderbilt and looking good. Grissett, she'll have a chance at a three-point play. Gabrielle Chambers gets her third. That is the first of the quarter.
Looks like she took a shot to the mouth there as well. Yep.
The Commodores, number 25, Kendall Golden.
Chambers is going to come off.
22, Riley Bartram.
Hall as well. Bartram and Golden return to the lineup. Free throw up and good for Grissett. See those numbers, points in the paint. They scored 56 at Kentucky. That was a season high, at least in conference play, back on Sunday. Coy Love, tough luck at close range.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the night right there.
Olivia Thompson in for the first time. Sophomore from Lexington, South Carolina. Steal by Love. Going to outrun everybody to the other end for two.
Basket by Coy Love.
Well, a tough go of it here for Vanderbilt. We talked about the stoppage for COVID. Also have had some opt-outs and just injuries that have made it difficult roster-wise. Jumper no good there for Pahajic. Sends it out for a Bartram three ball that wouldn't go. Russell, boy, didn't stop the basketball. Easy layup for Anaya.
Anaya Russell.
Passing through Pahajic. Numbers for Carolina. Thompson's three is short. Saved in for Love. Now Vanderbilt has numbers the other way. 4 on 2. Love says, I got this, and one. They were fanning out, hoping for a three. Love wasn't having any of it.
No. Especially when South Carolina, they kind of parted the seas right here. Look, just go ahead. They're looking like, who touched her?
Number 15, Tisha Amir. For the Commodores, number 23.
And the foul went on Olivia Thompson, her first. Love for one.
Play.
Free throw good as Coy finished off the three-point play. First make of the stripe tonight. Inside. Turnaround falls off. But on the follow, Carolina gets two more. Grissett scored 5 since halftime. Dump down in the paint. Good job to use her body to get position. That's a Mihir, and she'll get to the line for two. Kendall Golden will exit the game at the 6:19 mark with her 5th foul. Emily Bowman returns.
Kendall Golden played pretty well on the defensive end. I think she had a presence on the inside, and she's looking like she's kind of getting back to herself.
Mihir no good on the first of 2 free throws. 1 out of 2. Gabrielle Chambers goes in to replace Anna Pahacic. Love uses a screen. Nice little shake, but lost it. Russell slides through, couldn't finish. Rebound to Grissett and a foul. Actually a travel called as she hit the deck. So I got some help.
Yeah, she tripped over her own teammate there. So the travel was the call.
Stepped right around Emily Bowman.
Glad she's okay. It's always scary when you come down on someone.
Chambers trying to give herself a chance at an and one. 2 foul shots coming up. Whistle against me here, her third.
Chambers shooting 2.
Gabrielle Chambers, second half bucket, free throw off target. Not been a great night at the stripe for Vanderbilt. That's 3 out of 8 now. Two misses. Bartram the rebound and put back. Make it Bowman, I should say.
Hey, you love to see that from Bowman.
The freshman from Huntsville, her first 2. Look off, pass inside, and me here gets in close. A nice second half. She's into double figures with 11. Ends up in Bowman's hands. Hands off to Bartram for a 3. Grissett. Reverse layup and a score. Lily Grissett with 7. South Carolina about to hit the century mark. That ball almost went out of bounds.
It did.
Bella LaChance, some more playing time here in the second. Love shoots for 3 and hits.
Kevin, it's so funny. You see how much Vanderbilt is up by, and Dawn Staley just got so upset when that ball went in. That just shows her mentality.
Yep. About winning every possession. South Carolina big here. About 4 minutes to play. South Carolina, Leela Grissett. Nice finish in the Music City. Well, the SEC as usual with a full menu of ranked teams. Vanderbilt's going to see 5 of them in a 5-game stretch, including tonight against 5th-ranked South Carolina. They'll go to Lexington coming up this weekend. Lady Vols, Arkansas, Mississippi State, all coming up. Better be ready every single time out.
This is tough. That is a tough stretch of games for the Commodores.
Stephanie White's team. A short end against a really good South Carolina club tonight. 3 no good for Littleton, who's hit 1 in each half. Coy Love started to come alive here in the second half. 14 of her 16 since halftime. Short jump shot, too strong that time. They just keep on attacking. Grissett came up short. Foul on the floor. Will go on. Grissett, her 4th. Team's 4th.
That fouls on the Gamecocks, number 24, Lily Grissett. 4th. Team 4th. Checking in for the Commodores, number 1, Anna Pahacic.
Denmark native Anna Pahacic goes back in for Vanderbilt. Hand off for Love. Kick out for LaChance. Floating hit by Bella. Nicely done. Drive shot wouldn't go for Russell. 2 free throws coming up. Foul whistled against Bowman, her second. Team's fourth. Well, Carolina's Aaliyah Boston getting most of the second half off.
Yep. Well deserved, right?
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Scored 9 points, handful of blocks, 10 rebounds. Free throw no good.
Coach Staley's up, Kevin. She's up, and she's working the refs.
Empty trip at the free throw line. Battle on for the loose ball. Will stay with Carolina. Coach Staley has like the rolled up piece of paper. You used to see coaches with the rolled up program back in the day. That used to be a thing everybody had. I like it. It's old school right there.
I'm just trying to see her kicks right now and see if she got, Converse.
Coach Staley's team finished last season ranked #1. Looking like one of the best teams in the country here tonight. About to go to 4-0 in SEC play. Russell made a nice move and made a nice finish to go with it. Freshman guard from Baltimore. South Carolina closing in on record territory under Coach Staley. Well, 2-on-1 fast break. An extra pass. Ami here had it tied up. This will be Vanderbilt's.
Probably one too many passes there for South Carolina. I was about to say, look at the unselfish play, but probably one too many.
I wonder under normal circumstances if go ahead and take the layup here.
Yep.
Grissett had the bucket without trouble. Gave it up to Ami here. Max Hurst tells us that 102 is the record for the most points in an SEC game under Coach Staley, and that was against Alabama back in 2015. Love. Coy with a really nice second half. Gets her 18 on the night, 16 since halftime. 3-ball. Thompson got it. Her third three-pointer of the season.
There goes the record.
And there it is. Most for Carolina in an SEC game under Don Staley. A minute and a half to go. Love inside. Still hustling.
Yep.
Might have hurt herself though.
Hopefully it's nothing too
Boy,
serious.
I hope so. Coy Love. A little slow getting up down here on Vanderbilt's end.
Seems like she's holding
Holding
that calf muscle, so hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah. Worried at first it looked like she was holding her knee, but stoppage and play here with 1:20 to go.
Not many options on Vanderbilt's bench at this point with
there aren't.
Golden fouled out. They're trying to rest Chelsea Hall. She hasn't been in the game for a while, and she definitely has earned that rest.
I think Coy Love's trying to go back down here and check back in.
Yep.
Bartram went in to replace her. Against the zone, Grissett goes right into the teeth of it. Power dribble, not that time. Got her own miss again. Tees up Thompson for a 3. Putback is good. Weselick, 2 second-half baskets. Final minute here in Nashville. Jumper, Pahajic couldn't knock it down. Let's say a thank you to our crew for the setup here, actually able to be inside the gym here. We had not been able to do that through the first couple games with the COVID restrictions, but they have a very nice setup here in one of the suites, so it's been cool.
Yeah, this is cool. It's great to be back in Memorial.
No doubt. Tough night for Vanderbilt. Carolina's just going to run out the shot clock here. Gamecocks on the night, 55%. There we are.
There we are, yep. Oh, there's the camera.
Crew always does an excellent job. Led by our producer, Doug Stanton. One final block as LaChance drove. Grissett got to that one. Look from underneath. Love in midcourt. Make it Chambers. That'll do it. All South Carolina, 106-43, the final. The 40th meeting between these two programs, and South Carolina makes it 13 consecutive wins. They took control in the first half, a 19-0 second quarter. It was all Carolina for most of the night.
Yeah, they played tough defense. They're as advertised. We see why they're the #5 ranked team in the country.